guys, on the back to the mulching job, driving the old cowboy truck today. Got all my tools and stuff in the back. Long end of it, if you didn't watch the last video, I had a little bit of an issue with the new Prime Tech because I hurt it, and I'm going to show you guys how I hurt it, and it cost me quite a bit of money, and I lost that, and it was like the first 10 minutes. Probably should have seen this coming and just been a little bit more cautious, but I decided, screw it, I'm just going to run home, get the skid steer, and do some mulching for the rest of the afternoon with that, and then that threw a coat as well. So I'm going to try and fix both machines today. So there's a brand new PT 175, and I'll show you guys exactly what I did. I'm going to swing this sucker around. Get something in my caliper down there. Yeah, you see how something's a little bent? Those little somethings will cost more than a 12 valve. I'm gonna get her swinged around. I got two freshens. I'm gonna throw them on there. Oof. Yeah, that poor thing. Sweet machine. Just basically didn't keep the rubber down, you know what I'm saying? Pop out, I'll show you. So, tons and tons of undercarriage upgrades. It's got a newer engine, new style. It's got a cat compound turbo. It's got a bigger beefy sonic mulcher head. And one of the cool things I was really looking forward to trying was the hydraulic push bar now extends far enough down that it goes underneath the skids, so you can use it as a rake to back drag stuff out. And well, yeah, I don't know, it snagged on something and it just decided to taco both of those things. Honestly, it felt like, I mean, the machine's 25,000 pounds, so I'd say that is used with caution. So, luckily the folks at Global are on the ball, and there was another machine down there. They just let me hijack those off of it, so we'll snag them on there, get them swapped over real quick, and then get this thing to work, because obviously I just lost a bunch of money by doing that, so it's not recommended. Then we'll go get the, man, we gotta get the skid steer fixed too. We've got a lot going on. I guess the big thing is, don't get in a hurry. Wasn't in a hurry when I broke this, but don't get in a hurry trying to get it apart and fixed, because that might lead you into even more trouble. Can I even get down in there for this thing? We're gonna have to go old school with her. I already got my cowboy workbench set up, and I need the keys for the machine because I need to retract the cylinder just a little bit so I can get some of those bolts out right there. But Haas has got it, and he's about, oh, I'm gonna say half mile away, but I did bring some lunch, so he's gonna go ahead and track around, and I'll just keep taking apart this other side. Just happened to grab 3 bigger wrenches, and lo and behold, first one I put on there worked. That's always a good sign. Wonder, kind of interesting design how this goes in. You got the 2 hoses in the back, and then it goes into a block, and then you got a single hose that goes out there to the other end. I mean, that's just how physics works, but it's just kind of funny how it goes into a block right there. We need to get the little Milwaukee, get the ones I can get out. I might be able to, this side, oh, I don't know, let's see. Yep, I have to get it different, buddy. Had dust under it anyway, had to clean her off. Kind of neat how they did that, I guess. I wasn't expecting that because the other one's got metal plugs in the back, but figured out they could have left the hoses on it and didn't even need to mess with it, but whatever. This one's missing a washer as well. Just like those, I'm going to do the civic duties of actually putting, where'd the bolts go for this? What the heck? They ran away. Gotta put everything right here. I'm going to put the nut side in so it can't rub against a tree or something and mess up the threads. Get up there. He's got an aggressive bite, so instead of just rolling over something,
it's backwards that way instead of...
so what happened when I was dragging something, I kind of stumped or something in the ground, and it lifted these up. Obviously the machine wasn't going to give, so it just tacoed those cylinders. I don't know how long I've been working here. Hour, swap those out, plus half day late, plus missed half day the other day. Well, that price tag just keeps quite going up. Now it's lunchtime. Handy tool kit. That thing's probably the most expensive part. 40 bucks, 100 bucks. A couple of V-belts tricks over there. He had a couple extra tools, but most part, almost got it all done with just this little guy. Feels better having that thing fixed. Let's go fix the other one and try to get something done. It makes us money instead of cost us money. So the 12, it threw a code and went into D-rate because of the code. And talked to Rick down there at Global, and he said it's a fuel filter clogged issue, or it's sucking air, so it could be a cracked fuel line, which I kind of doubt. It's pretty much relatively a brand new machine. Yeah, we mulched all that down there. Like, that was big. So we're going to go to way down here. I'll just keep the camera rolling for you guys. Then I gotta pop the hood on the 12. Pop the cab, that's the hood, I guess. And then change out 2 fuel filters. And, well, Jesus, no. Ace Ventura Road. Spectacular! Ride's great. Prime Tech 1, and the 12 should be right there near it somewhere. So the tree that I broke the other Prime on is right there, a little bush. I'll put the photo up of it right here. I don't know, I snagged on the stump or something. I was looking in the backup camera, so I didn't actually full on witness it, just talk on those things. But I was just trying to drag a little oak tree out. Drug a little something too much. Oh, there she is right there. And I happened to be way down the bottom of the property not 2 minutes before, and I drove up here just to regroup, see where I was at, because I'm just going through mowing all this light duty stuff. And yeah, then it cut out right there, so I had to limp it up here at idle. And it doesn't go up hills very good at idle, it just barely moves. Keep your brake clean. I like it in the cup holder, nice and safe. I keep my tools back here too. I don't know what size we're gonna need. I mean, I got these here, but you never know. They might be in a weird spot. Might need a pair of channels. Never know. Well, yeah, let's see, she's stuck. I think it's got 600 hours on it. That looks like that guy. Start with that one, the one next to it. Definitely easier accessing this thing than other machines, but man, still awkward. That's the wrong way. Flipper Rugen. Come on. Don't tell me he don't fit. I'll have to talk with somebody. Need to check for fuel line issues as well. Don't smell diesel, so I'd imagine if it's sucking air once it went static, it would just leak out whatever's in the line, theoretically, but then again, who knows? Get off there. I feel like it'll be easier to knock this one out without that one in the way. Oh, that one had red stuff in it, so I guess this is more of the fuel too. They're connected. Oh, mother. That is a short thing here. I'm gonna go ahead and fuel these up with the transfer tank so I don't have prime. Let's see if I can get this in there without dropping it now that it's full of diesel. Hopefully it's the right one. Didn't get it from the dealer, so you better be close. Like one turn past contact. Ugh. What do you guys do? Comment below. It looks like it. This bumper's been working out great. Precision armor. Got that and the guard up there for them boys. Awesome product. Hit them up. I found them on Facebook. Is where I talked to them at. So right here, believe it or not, that little midline filter thing, that is the lip pump. You guys even see that in there? Yeah, there you go. So I drained this, checked it out the other day when it died, but I'm gonna go ahead and spray it out with brake clean because it's your water separator. Had a little bit of chunks and stuff in it, not bad, but you can see through it kind of. There's some stuff in there. Put that guy on there. Put that guy back on there. Don't forget your rubber, boys. Don't forget the rubber. Sure. Definitely no cross thread. Come on, no plastic son of a bitch. Okay. Back here. Well, that's priming good. What did I do with my cap? Did I throw it? I swear, it's probably next to my 10mm. I'll see if the code's still on. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Safety. I'll start. What was that? I don't know what that light was. Stay away. Sounds like it's running good. Home. Thing to be cleaned out something fierce. Probably 100 hours worth of crap in there. Well, we'll see if that fixes it. That's what the code was for. So, put it to work.
Well, I'm going to run out the clock by just talking to you guys and tell you how the rest of this day finished out. Got all three machines up and running. The skid steer seemed to be running fine. I think later on, about a week or so later, it started showing the symptoms again, but it didn't actually full on kill it. I think we do have a cracked fuel line. Been cleaning on it off and on last couple days. Got it parked at the shop all blown apart. See if we can find a cracked fuel line or something, because it just acts like it loses prime just a little bit, and when it does that, it automatically shuts the system off. So once it reprimes, it ran perfect. But you notice that's not me or V-Belt running this machine. Jim Cunningham from Global Machinery, like the head honcho down there, lead salesman and all that stuff, he came up for the afternoon, and this is something you won't see on a regular salesman. He actually ran that new 175 for at least 3.5 hours. So we really covered some ground, turned both of those 175s loose, and then I went around with the skid steer and just kind of groomed up around the trees, tried to make it a little nicer. Gave me a chance to get some footage of this new rig rocking and rolling, because at the end of the day, you know, the jobs actually do come first. I'm trying to get production out there, and you know, I want to get footage so that I can you know, make these videos and support the FAE and Global and all that, because they do have some pretty cool stuff. And having Jim come run the machine, that's kind of nice, because then it gives me a chance to film it. And you can see how the push bar works right there. It goes all the way down to that rake form. Just kind of I found a design flaw. It's really neat that they push the envelope so you can make a root rake like that, but at the end of the day, there's just too much leverage on too small of a cylinder. So I know of another guy that this happened to, and I'm hoping FAE comes up with a solution, a remedy for this, and gets it fixed. But as of right now, I just bought the new cylinders, repaired it myself, and we're on our way. Big thanks to Global. Quick turnaround on all that, because yeah, you know, cost you for hard parts, but then it also costs you for downtime. And we're out here trying to get some production done, and you know, it cost me half a day going and chasing down, get the other skid steer there. Then that broke down, so that was kind of almost a wash. Next day, I kind of took the day off for a personal iron, picked up the new cylinders on the way back, and spent the morning getting it all repaired so that this thing could go to work. And Jim really picked up the slack a little bit by running the afternoon, so that we could have a chance to get some actual acreage done and run 3 machines at once. So big appreciation to him, and thanks to Global for being able to just rip the parts literally off another machine they have on the lot, and just said, here, we'll send you the bill later, go ahead, knock it out, get back to work. So that's pretty awesome sport. Global Machinery, top notch. Definitely a fan of this FAE 175, the new model. I have a full featured video on it, and I have another one to come comparing the new one to the older first gen edition. Obviously there's going to be some pretty big improvements, but I still think it's kind of neat to see how each generation, major improvements or minimal improvements, things that they kept the same and all that. But this machine is pretty much a hoss. I'll show you a couple clips of just running the skid steer around. It's pretty cool though, I think, having the salesman come out there and just literally put in the work for us. We're all set up with the Cena headgear, so we're just chatting, talking tractors and talking jobs, and you know, just standard BS. But we're still getting some stuff done. But here's some skid steer footage. Watching the 175 work, the other 175 in the back. I think that's a real cool shot right there, so that's why I stopped production to get that shot. And this doesn't appear to be as steep as it is. Camera never does justice. I don't know, every YouTuber or anybody filming always says that stuff, but the area that we're working in right here, you can tell it's not as thick of brush. It's because a dozer came through here a number of years ago, and Jim got on the bottom side with, he's going to try and knock down this pile. It's steep when you're winch. You see it on the back there. When it starts to drag, that means it's steep. And these machines are, I don't want to go from the hip. I'm trying to quote what they're supposed to be rated for, but extremely, extremely steep to the point where the ground can't hold it anymore. It just starts tearing the ground out. Very, very stable machine. But again, I'll have a full featured video on this later on, but I'll just let you guys watch this towards the end, get some sound action going through. But thank you guys for watching. Again, mistakes happen. Dealer support is a big, crucial part of any one of these machines that you ever purchase. You know, price, yeah, that's nice if you get a cheap deal on something. But if you don't have dealer support that literally they had every part I needed on site or on the shelf for me, I would have been, you know, kind of screwed. It would have been more downtime, and like probably my title, lose $10,000 in 10 minutes, it would have been way more than that just in downtime if we hadn't got these parts so quick. So thank you guys for watching. I'll let you enjoy.
Bush right here, and I can get a good still shot of that thing